Did Todd Chrisley get Botox immediately after his release from jail on May 28, 2025? When he appeared at his Friday, May 30th, press conference, he looked incredible, as if he hadn't aged a day. Fans started to wonder what he had done, as Todd was going backward in time. So did he undergo any cosmetic procedures? Keep reading for more details. It is no secret that Todd Chrisley is a vain man and is all about coloring his hair and keeping himself young. Everyone was clamoring to get a first look at him when he left his Pensacola prison camp because they wanted to see the real Todd. It was an exciting idea to see him without any facial help and gray hair. Yet, the first photos Savannah Chrisley shared showed Todd in sunglasses and a hat. It was hard to tell what was going on underneath. Then he emerged on Friday, May 30th, and he was refreshed, years younger than ever before. Immediately, fans and followers wanted to know what he had done. He was even asked why he looked so amazing, fit, and healthy after more than 2 years behind bars. Todd noted that he had nothing to do in prison other than read and work out. Therefore, it was easy for him to get in even better shape than ever before. He also added that he did not have any cosmetic work, including Botox. However, he did joke that his Botox from before going away may not have worn off. One reporter who was at the press conference said this to Todd Chrisley. He jokingly called it the BOP, Bureau of Prisons, glow. Todd went on to add this. Does anyone believe him? Despite attributing his fresh look to a prison glow-up, did Todd Chrisley convince all of his fans and followers? He looked exceptionally good and refreshed, plus Botox can kick in as soon as one day. Therefore, there is a chance that he had a little something done before he went live. After seeing Todd for the first time in over 2 years, fans were blown away by his appearance. The world will likely never know if Todd Chrisley had a little freshening up before his live press conference. Regardless, he looks phenomenal, and his family is thrilled to have him back. When Todd Chrisley walked out of prison in the spring of 2025, America did a double take. The former Chrisley Knows best patriarch, freshly pardoned and finally free, stepped back into the spotlight, not with a haggard, worn look one might expect after over 2 years behind bars, but with skin so smooth it looked like it had never seen a day of stress. The internet, unsurprisingly, had one pressing question. Did Todd Chrisley get Botox immediately after his release? Let's explore the glow-up that launched 1,000 tweets. Chapter 1. The Paparazzi Gasped. It was a humid Tuesday afternoon in Nashville. As Todd stepped out of the black SUV outside his home, paparazzi cameras clicked like 1,000 cicadas. His wife, Julie, remained incarcerated, but Todd's face looked remarkably lifted. The usual creases around his brow were softened. His forehead caught the sunlight a little too well. One fan on X, formerly Twitter, posted, "Either prison has a skincare routine I need to try, or Todd Chrisley just got Botox in the parking lot." Another replied, "He walked out smoother than when he walked in. What kind of penitentiary fountain of youth is this? But was it Botox, really?" Chapter 2. The residual Botox comment that broke the internet. Just days later, Chrisley spoke publicly for the first time since his release. Appearing on his daughter Savannah's podcast, Unlocked, Todd addressed the rumors with his signature Southern charm and a hint of sarcasm. "Maybe it's just residual Botox that never wore off," he joked. Cue the media frenzy. Was he being serious? Was this a confession or just Todd being Todd? The man had always played with the public's perception, part genteel Southern father, part reality TV diva. But beneath the humor was a carefully calculated ambiguity. If he had rushed off to get injections, he wasn't about to confirm it. And if he hadn't, well, why ruin the mystique? Chapter 3. Botox science says, probably not. Here's what the experts say. Botox doesn't last 2 years. It typically begins to fade after 3 to 4 months. By 6 months, it's essentially gone, with nerve activity returning and wrinkles making their grand reentrance. Todd had been in federal custody since January 2023. By the time he walked free in mid-2025, any Botox he'd had pre-incarceration was long gone. Dr. Lindsay Kerr, a celebrity dermatologist based in LA, told a popular entertainment magazine, "There's no such thing as residual Botox that lasts over 2 years. If Mr. Chrisley's face looks fresh, it's either new injections, excellent genetics, or a very stress-free prison experience." In other words, Todd didn't roll out of prison with leftover Botox magic in his veins. If he looked good, something happened between prison gates and press conference mix. Chapter 4. The 24-Hour Beauty Theory. Internet sleuths crafted a theory. Todd had made a quiet pit stop before appearing in public. A private, discreet clinic, perhaps one with blackout windows and no receptionist. Just him, a licensed nurse practitioner, and a very chilled vial of botulinum toxin. It wouldn't be the first time a celebrity hit the aesthetic refresh button the moment they had freedom. But would Todd really prioritize his forehead over family? "I wouldn't put it past him," one former crew member from Chrisley Knows best said anonymously. Todd loves a tight face as much as he loves a headline. Whether fiction or fact, the story practically wrote itself. The man spent over 2 years without access to med spas, peels, or injectables. Could anyone blame him for seeking a little post-prison rejuvenation? Chapter 5. The other explanation, the Biop glow. Maybe there's another, less chemically enhanced explanation, the so-called Biop glow. Todd himself referenced this in his first public remarks. "I had time to sleep. I had time to work out. I was reading. I found peace with God. And you know what? I guess peace looks good on me." Peace, or peptides? Prison life, ironically, gave him what many celebrities pay thousands for: routine. No alcohol, no late nights, mandatory fitness, minimal stress over emails, ratings, or interviews. Some insiders say Todd kept a strict schedule, doing yoga in the yard, leading Bible studies, even drinking water obsessively. Savannah noted on her podcast that her dad came out clear-eyed and focused. She wasn't just talking about his mental clarity. The man had less puffiness, smoother skin, and, yes, a sparkle in his eye. Chapter 6. A man rebranding. There's also the possibility that Todd's post-release look was part of a calculated rebranding effort. New Todd, new tone, new face. America loves a redemption story. A slicked-back, wrinkle-free Todd Chrisley talking about grace, God, and second chances is much easier to digest than a haggard ex-inmate. Hollywood isn't about reality, it's about perception. And if a little Botox helped smooth out more than just wrinkles, perhaps it also smoothed the path toward public forgiveness. Chapter 7. What does it matter, anyway? In the end, whether Todd Chrisley got Botox immediately after his release may not matter as much as why we're so fascinated by the possibility. Is it because we expect prison to break people, not polish them? Is it because we're obsessed with the idea that appearance equals redemption? Or is it just fun to speculate whether our favorite Southern royalty stopped for injectables on the way home from federal prison? Botox or not, Todd Chrisley re-entered the world with the confidence of a man who knows people are watching and plans to give them a show.